Hello, hello. I see that some of you guys are already connected and live before I am. My complete apology for that. Very, very excited. LV from Los Angeles, California. Simrin is here. Luca from Chypre. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you for being part of this YouTube live with me today. Today is a very, very special day for me, and I'm super excited to be able to do this live as always. Hello, Lori. Hello, Georgios. Hello, Pearl in South Africa. Hello, Colby. As always, tell me where you're from. It always amazes me to see the power of the internet and how big this community has gotten. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Johnny in Maryland and Jeremy in West Virginia. We got Pennsylvania. The U.S. is well represented today. Angelina from Las Vegas as well. We got New Jersey, London. This is amazing. So today is a special day because it is my daughter's birthday, and I got my special cup, special hugs. Just a very special day for me. Still wanted to get on here and to be able to provide you with a little YouTube live action to answer some of your questions, to talk to you guys about what I've been thinking about lately and what's been going on in our coaching sessions. And what I wanted to talk about was the importance of having a plan during your breakup recovery, because very often I see people that are looking to get back with the one they love, but they don't have a roadmap. They just kind of go with the flow, and unfortunately, don't like where they end up. Because if you don't have a plan, the emotions will overpower you. And usually you make a mistake because you're so vulnerable and emotional after a breakup. And having a plan enables you to kind of stay steady throughout the process and not just make a mistake or kind of reach before the time is right to kind of make progress. And so a couple of people that I coached this week did not have a plan and made a lot of mistakes as a result, because they got impatient and because their vulnerabilities basically just got the best of them. And so I really wanted to reinforce the importance of making sure that you are constantly focusing on the big picture and focusing on the process of reaching your goal versus the end results, which is to get back together with the person you love. And that's what I've been really harping on and communicating to a couple of individuals that reach out to me that finally decided to put a plan in place before it was too late. And so the key, of course, is to make decisions from a healthy place, because you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. And if you don't have a plan, other people are going to dictate your breakup recovery process. Friends, family, perhaps other people's videos that you see on the internet that are going to start to confuse you because you're getting mixed messages and you're not sure what you should do. And so you're a ship without a sail. And it's always, always very important to adapt the advice, the knowledge that you're getting to your specific situation. And you are equipped to put a plan in place if you've done the research, as long as you're not in an emotional state. And as long as you're getting some sort of guidance, right? And that's why I think that it's very, very important for you to not only just research and gain knowledge and insights, but also take action and adjust the plan along the way if need be. So I've actually created a 10-step plan to get him back, or a 10-step plan to get her back, an audio seminar. And because it's my daughter's birthday, I wanted to give a 50% discount in order to make sure that you have an affordable way to create a plan for yourself. So if you use the code PROMO50, PROMO50, to get any one of those digital products, the 10-step plan to get him back or the 10-step plan to get her back, you can start to have a tool that will enable you to kind of get there, to craft a game plan that will enable you to get back with the one you love. It's a 10-step plan, and it goes from damage control to how to seal the deal. And along the way, how to reconnect with your ex, how to showcase that you've changed, how to leverage social media, using personal development in the process of getting back together. It's all covered there, and it's pretty extensive. And this is something that I highly recommend at a very affordable rate, right? The key is for you to have a plan. So promo 50, PROMO 50 is the coupon code that you can use at discount to get you that plan. Today, as always, I wanted to make sure that I open it up for you guys, whether you're in Iran or in Pittsburgh, for you to kind of, tell me where are you in your process of trying to get back with the one you love, and what are some of the hurdles that you are facing. Okay, so I'm opening it up to questions super early on because I want to be able to interact with you guys and to provide you with that bit of guidance. But again, sometimes it takes more than a quick answer. You have to be able to take a step back and see the bigger picture. Okay, so CRO Gossip says, what if my ex is sleeping with me while she has a new boyfriend and tells me she will come back to me in the future? Please, coach, help. Okay, so this is a situation that is quite common. I see a lot of people who get broken up with, and their ex, especially women, start seeing other people, but they're still lingering. And why do people do that? It's the common hot and cold. On one hand, they're afraid to lose you. On one hand, they just want to make sure that they still have this other branch to go back to. And on the other, they want to obviously take advantage of this newfound freedom and happiness that they've been craving. And it's very important to make sure that you don't just continue to sleep together out of weakness or vulnerability. If you're letting your ex set the tempo, if you're just playing defense and not, wanting to pull away because you're afraid to lose them, you're only sleeping together whenever he or she wants to, and it's making you feel like crap, and you're just afraid to lose them, it's probably not a good situation. It's probably not a good thing. And I would urge you to take a step back. The key, of course, in those types of situations is how do you feel? How confident are you? Where are you in this process of personal transformation? How much confidence have you kind of been able to foster? Because that will determine the potential outcome here. So it's not a no-no to sleep with your ex, even if they're dating with someone else. But you need to make sure that you're not being so affected by it that you're coming off either desperate or vulnerable. The good thing is this new relationship has no chance of ever becoming something significant if she's still sleeping with you. And that's what I usually see anyway. I mean, there are always exceptions potentially, but in the overwhelming majority of cases where I've seen this, I'm talking over 10,000 cases that I'm trying to kind of pull from here. I don't really remember any where this rebound turns into something substantive after the case. So just focus on you, focus on your process of healing, and good things will happen. Okay. Glam, you girl, kind of similar topic. Has anybody gotten back with their ex after he got with a rebound and told you he doesn't want to be with you and loves the rebound? So many people that I coach, most people who are in a rebound relationship feel like they have to justify their decision. They feel like they have to make sure that you take them seriously, that they set healthy boundaries. And so very often you'll hear your ex say, we're never going to get back together. I love this new person, because they just want you to respect their decision and they want space. And very often we are able to turn things around as long as you're able to regain your attraction power and you're not desperate or needy or comparing yourself to this other girl, because that's when mistakes happen. Okay? So even if your ex tells you, I'm in love with this new person, especially if it's a rebound relationship, don't take them at their word. They're just a prisoner of the moment too. And, just focus on the things that you can control. Okay, so Love Goddess says, my husband used me for a green card and now he filed for divorce. He might have another wife in his country. What do I do? So, this isn't a good situation. And if you feel like you were manipulated or deceived, it might probably be best for you to seek to heal and to move forward, right? It seems like you were in a situation where you were with a man who was manipulating you. And not all relationships are worth salvaging. I know that you're probably very hurt and very vulnerable, and it's never fun to go through what you've been through. But you need to take a step back and to heal, and not try to salvage things just because you're in a vulnerable place. Not all relationships are worth salvaging. And I think that ultimately you can use this crisis as an opportunity to grow, to become better, and better things are ahead. But from the little bits that you've shared with us here, I don't necessarily think that you should be fighting for someone who has another wife in another country and who's using you for papers. Okay, Angel says, my ex ghosted me and said she wants to get back together in the future, but wants to experience new things with the new guy in college and doesn't want to be committed. I'm in high school. Any advice? Wow. Okay, Angel. So, love can be sometimes very painful. And it seems that you're with someone who, in some ways, isn't taking you or isn't treating you the right way, and is taking you for granted and needs space and independence. And I know that it's painful, but you have to let it go at this stage, because you can't reward the negative behavior. You're going to come off desperate. And I encourage you to just give this person space and focus on healing as well, and see where you are and where you both are in a few months. But trying to convince this person that they should stay committed to you, or that they shouldn't try with this new guy, is not going to help your case at this time. So I know that it's painful, but you probably should also take a step back here. Bobby says, should I sleep with my husband if we are separated? And that's a fantastic question. It depends. It depends. Very often, sleeping with your husband just to try to connect can be tricky and can backfire. And I really urge you to make sure that you are ready and that you are more detached than he is. If you guys are going to sleep together, that is the key. Otherwise, it's going to be painful. You're going to regret it. You're going to be hurt. And he's just going to wean off of you and take you for granted. When in doubt, don't sleep together. Okay? But it is also, sleeping together and that type of intimacy can be a powerful way to reconnect with your significant other, as long as they're putting in work, as long as it's meaningful, not just sleeping together out of lust. Lori asked, how long is the hot and cold treatment for? It really depends, Lori. Each relationship is different. I see, I can remember from the top of my head quite a few cases of people who, for example, were married and where the hot and cold behavior lasted for many, many, many months afterwards, because your significant other is still jealous and possessive, even though they think they don't want to be with you, for example. Or because they want to be with you, but they're afraid that they're going to get hurt again. And that can take time to kind of, be able to let go of those negative feelings and emotions. So it really differs and depends. And I urge you to book a session with me if you'd like to kind of, dig deeper here. Okay. After a month, we're talking about having sex, but she pulls away and she doesn't say I love you unless I say it first, Jose. So don't force the issue. At least she's saying that she loves you too. And she's pulling away probably because you're trying to move too fast, from what you're saying here, Jose Velez. So take your time. Don't be desperate, and let this reconnection happen organically, like I like to say. Okay, Bella says, meeting with my ex-boyfriend for the first time after a breakup. I invited him to a party. How can I make it unforgettable and have a second date? So the key, Bella, is don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just focus on having fun, right? If you are enjoying yourself, if you have positive body language, right? If you're smiling, and if you guys just have a good moment together, the odds are that you'll have a second date, a second crack at it. But don't put too much pressure on yourself to make it unforgettable. Don't put him on a pedestal. Don't give him all of your attention. And most importantly, be authentic, be yourself. It's when your light will shine most, and when you guys will be able to kind of reconnect, because your attraction power will be at its highest. But enjoy it. It's fantastic that you are able to have a date after a breakup. I know a lot of people are really, really struggling to get to that step, and so that is a fantastic thing. Daniel Ruiz says, whenever we run into each other alone, we have a great long conversation. It feels natural, but whenever I see her with friends, she waves me off and acts like I'm not there. What should I do? Okay, fantastic, Daniel. So this is what we often talk about, the social proof in our videos. Basically, it's too much pressure when there are other people. She needs to feel like other people are going to take her seriously or take him seriously, in case men are acting like that too. And the key is that they want to make sure that they save face. They can't be telling their friends that it's over for good and that they're happy, and then at the same time be super sweet and friendly and interacting with you for hours, or even if it's just for a few minutes. It doesn't make sense, and they're afraid of what other people are going to say. Other people are going to say. So you need to alleviate the pressure and not try to be too cozy or too close or to make some headway when you're in a group setting. Give them space. Be even more distant than they are. But when you guys are together, then you can really push the reconnection and even flirt, and just make sure that you're using those opportunities to reconnect until the relationship is consolidated and strong enough for your significant other to feel comfortable showcasing the fact that you guys are in each other's lives again. Irene Ramiro says, my ex and I were together for 12 years and broke up 6 months ago. Out of those 6 months, I spent begging and pleading. Should I be her friend to try and get back together, or use no contact? Irene, 12 years is a long time, and I feel your pain. I understand that it's hard, and I understand why your emotions got the best of you, but it's absolutely essential for you to take a step back now and to have a plan, right? Because you're going to keep making mistakes, and your emotions are going to continue to get the best of you if you continue down this path. So yeah, you absolutely need to take a step back. I don't feel like you're ready to be friends. 6 months is nothing in comparison to 12 years. And we need to make sure that you're in the right mindset, and that you have the right foundation in place, and that you have the right plan before trying to move this process forward along. I encourage you to use that code PROMO50 and to get that audio seminar, how to get her back. I believe that this will provide you with a lot of guidance and answers, and you'll feel a lot calmer about the process moving forward. Fifth rebound relationship for him. Wow, what to do? We were just about to rekindle, Lena says. So fifth rebound, that is quite unusual. It's a lot. And I've seen a lot of cases. And usually when people keep jumping into rebound relationships, it's because they're running away from something. Is this the right person for you? And I know you're probably jumping and telling me, yes, I love him. I want to make it work. But don't let your emotions cloud your judgment here. You need to regain your confidence and take a step back in order to be able to have an honest, unbiased perspective as to if this is the right person for you, because I highly doubt it. Irene is asking for the website, so I'm going to put it in the chat now. This is the code. These are the links. Our website is withmyexagain.com. You're going to be able to check it out here in a second. Why isn't this working for me? This is the website, and the code is promo50 at checkout. Okay, Sonia says, me and my ex were together for 4 years, 2 kids together. 6 weeks ago, he left saying he has lost feelings for me. We still talk daily, but he says he doesn't see me in that way anymore. Sonia, I'm really sorry. I understand how painful this is as well, especially when you have 2 kids together, 2 young kids, from what I understand. 6 weeks is still very, very early on. And it's very important for you to be super strong and to take a step back. And he needs to lose you. He needs to understand the consequences of his actions and decisions. And you really need to resist the urge of trying to fix things right away. And you need to prove to him that you can be happy without him. That's basically the foundation of your approach here. So many people think that love is supposed to be easy and seamless. And as soon as they encounter some challenges, and having 2 young kids definitely will present a lot of challenges, they run away. They're looking for an easy option. And unfortunately, they will never be fulfilled if they keep jumping ship like that. Love has many seasons. And when you have kids, and I have a couple, I know, the relationship must evolve, and you must detach, and you must be selfless in order to be able to continue to grow. And it seems that your significant other isn't in that mindset yet. So be patient, and you're going to need to have a lot of empathy and to be forgiving. But yes, you can definitely turn things around, and it would be my pleasure to be able to work with you with myexagain.com/coaching. I feel particularly connected to people with young kids. As I was mentioning earlier, for those of you who came in late, it's my daughter's birthday today. Super, super excited. And I just I feel connected with those of you who have young kids, because I know how much pressure can be put on a couple. And the good thing is that once you're able to weather the storm, there's so much beauty and more depth to be experienced here. Okay, so my ex asked me to meet next Saturday. Simran, go for it. Go for it as long as you're ready, and as long as you feel like you can make the best of it, right? As long as you're not still very weak, needy, vulnerable. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Wishing my daughter a happy birthday. We're definitely going to have an amazing time. Ina keeps saying, my ex is my professor. What do I do? I need more information. Obviously, there's always, when you're working with your ex, if your ex is your boss or if your ex is your professor, if your ex is in a position where they have some sort of oversight or leadership, it's always a particular situation, because they can feel like they're in control of the balance of power, even if they're not. So I would love for you to be able to reach out to me so that we can kind of put a plan in place based on that dynamic. Because I believe that your plan is going to need to be adapted accordingly. Kevin says, is there a package for a private coaching and a course? Yes. Yes, definitely. You can do that. If you go on my website and you book a private coaching session with me, I'll then follow up and give you a discount for this audio program, and you can buy the both at the same time using the code promo50. Thank you, Simran. You're so very, very sweet for your compliment there. So I'm going to take a couple more questions. I was with my ex for 4 or 5 weeks. Towards the end, I was needy, and I think that I put her off. Cameron says, Cameron, we have an audio seminar for short-term relationships, and I highly encourage that you check it out on withmyexagain.com. You're going to find a plan there to deal with these types of relationships, the 4 or 5 weeks intense, passionate relationships that just end up not working out. And I really encourage you to check that out. Okay, my ex-boyfriend has another girl, but there's nothing serious from his side. I guess he just sleeps with her, but he also wears my stuff. Deleted my number. Do you think he will come back? Thesis Valeria, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you that he will come back for sure or not. But what I can tell you is that if you do have a clear plan and you stick to it and you're patient and you regain your confidence and your well-being and your attraction power, the odds are that he will come back. Men come back. especially when you are able to be smart in your approach. Obviously, like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. A lot of it will depend on you. Based on our philosophy, you are in control of your emotional destiny. That is the foundation of how we approach our relationship coaching in general. So yes, it is possible if you do things right, and I want to make sure that that you do so. So please, really consider getting this audio seminar to make sure that you have a clear plan, that you can put a plan in place based on your needs. Okay, so Jason says, it's been 4 months since she decided to break up with me, blocked me on Snap, but it still has me on Instagram and views all my stories and even likes my post likes last week. How do I get her back? So you have a platform, and I encourage you to continue to leverage that, your Instagram platform, to showcase that you are happy, that you are actually happy. You need to be happy, right? You need to find your independence after your breakup, and take your time in rebuilding your connection with your ex. Don't try to force the issue, right? Don't get impatient, Jason. But the fact that she is engaging with your stories, that she's liking your posts, is a good thing. It means that she is still connected to you, and I do believe that you can turn things around as long as, again, you're maximizing this platform. We have a social media a video seminar, 20 videos on how to leverage social media to get the best and to get back with the one you love. And I encourage you to check that out. I think it will really, really, really help you based on what you're telling me here. Last question. Samantha Forrest, 3-year relationship. He broke up with me and reached out 5 weeks later and says he wants to be friends, but there's no chance that we will get back together because he knows the breakup will happen again. Advice. Samantha, a 3-year relationship is a long relationship, and I think that in some ways he is starting to miss you. And I think that you should not be friends with him after 5 weeks, especially if you're still vulnerable, especially if you don't feel ready to be friends with him. Be strong, pull away on your terms, set the tempo, and stick to your guns, right? Tell him that you're not ready that you can't be friends with him, that you still need, you basically need time to move forward with your life, and who knows what will happen in the future. I think that based on the limited information that I have here, after 3 years, 5 weeks seems like too short of a time span, especially if he's looking to put his conditions as he's reconnecting with you. It's possible that you made quite a few mistakes and that you were needy, and that's why he put this disclaimer. But either way, no chance. He should not be coming back into your life like this and be selfish, trying to have you on his terms. So be patient, take a step back, set the tempo, and good things can come as a result of that. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you, Simran. You guys are wonderful and always so positive. I'll be here. You're welcome, Samantha. I'll be here next Friday at noon for another Q&A. Before then, use this promo code to get my 10-step plan. If need be, $19. That's what it would cost you, $19, in order to have a really good resource to be able to put a plan in place, right? And to have a tool to work on along the way. Always available for private coaching sessions as well with myexagain.com/coaching. Not today, though, because it's my daughter's birthday and I'm signing out right now to go pick her up from school and to spend quality time with the family. Fighting the good fight, my friends. You guys continue to fight the good fight, and yes, and I'll see you next Friday. Jarrell, $19 for my 10-step plan, how to get him back or how to get her back on withmyexagain.com. Here are a couple of links. Again, the promo code is promo5050, and here it is again. And enjoy your weekend, guys. And I'll be here next Friday or before, perhaps, for another coaching session together. All the best, guys. Much love, and see you soon. Keep fighting the good fight. Take care.